Elon Musk just sat down for one of the most consequential interview of the decade with the Economist at Tesla's Gigafactory, Texas. Why should we care what one man has to say? Not just because he's the richest man in the world or the world history's first trillionaire. It's because Elon has a track record, imperfect but real, of calling major technological shifts. Whether you like him or not, ignoring what he says here would be a mistake. I have devised his entire interview in 4 different segments. Elon Musk's boldest claim is that AI will exceed the sum of all human intelligence within the period of 5 years. There will be almost nothing that AI can't do better than humans. And here's where it gets a little strange. He doesn't think that's scary. He thinks it's leads somewhere good, a world he calls the age of abundance, where machine makes everything. Robots build everything, stuff becomes beautiful that eventually you could have anything you can imagine just by asking for it. No scarcity. If there is no scarcity, he says there's barely a need of money at all. A world he imagined by 2036. Sounds like science fiction, right? Now here's the thing you should know. Musk says there's only 2 things that holding back the full potential of AI, depending on where you live. Outside China, the bottleneck is electricity. There isn't simply enough electricity that is being produced to run all these data centers. Inside China, it's chips. They don't have access to flagship and the best ones. But here's the twist. China makes more electricity than USA, Europe and India combined altogether. The roughly estimation is around 11,000 terawatts per year. And the chips problem, he thinks China is much closer than people realize to cracking the process of manufacturing. The only thing that is holding them back for producing mass-scale AI chips is latest EUVs. Once they crack the photolithography, there's nothing holding them back for producing in mass scale. What is photolithography? It is an intricate process of printing transmitter and circuits on a silicon wafer using EUVs. Elon clearly says out loud there's going to be a bumpy road ahead. He says AI will be able to perform any job better than any human being, especially the jobs that are digital and dynamic. He previously claimed that AI is better than 90% of software engineers at coding tasks. We are heading into a way where AI outperforms 99% of software engineers to the points where we won't be requiring any software engineers. Elon compares endpoint to the chess. He says AI basically becomes the stockfish. Nobody plays against stockfish expecting to win. It's not that stockfish is little better than humans. It's that humans stop being a standard. Musk thinks most of the software engineers heading to that way. It's not only about software engineers, it's about computing and analysis. Any job that is related to computing and analysis, AI will be better than any human being. Cassandra is a character from Greek mythology. Cassandra was princess of Troy. She was gifted with true prophecy by god Apollo. But when she refuses his romantic advances, he cursed her. She would keep the gifts but no one would ever believe her. So she foresaw the fall of Troy, the Trojan horse, even her own demise. But no one ever believed her. And Troy fell exactly as she predicted and no one had listened to her. Now Cassandra Effect describes a situation where someone makes a correct prediction, often about disaster, risk or major shifts, but it gets ignored, mocked or dismissed until the prediction comes true. It's not about being wrong, but it's about being unheard. Elon Musk ends on something almost personal. He says he spends years making predictions, not perfect ones, but the ones that lands far more often than people expect. And yet, every time people don't believe him until it's already happening. He says he's not perfect, but he's very good at making prediction. In conclusion, whether you value his words or not, but he's very good at predicting the future trends. So where does that leave us? Billions of jobs probably gone or transformed. Power, real or global, concentrated into fewer hands. The AI race already has begun. The one nearer the line will hold a stronghold around the world. All of this, and yet Elon thinks the ending isn't doom but an utopia, a future overflowing with goods and services, where the real economic problem isn't inflation but deflation. He imagined this world by the year 2036. What do you guys think about his predictions? I agree with all his predictions except the prediction of deflation. I don't think that deflation will be a thing in near future. I don't think so in near future there will be overflowing of goods and services except for those who sit in the top 1%, because as we know this universe is finite and its resources is finite.